America's President Donald Trump has just made one of his most direct warnings to Moscow since taking office. During a mid-air press conference aboard Air Force One, Trump said he may send long-range Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine if Russia doesn't end its war soon. The remarks came as Trump was heading to the Middle East, and just hours after he spoke with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky.
So we'll see. Well, I don't know. I might have to speak to Russia, to be honest with you, about Tomahawks. Do they want to have Tomahawks going in their direction? I don't think so. I think I might speak to Russia about that, in all fairness. I told that to President Zelensky because Tomahawks are a new step of aggression. Right? You understand that very well. Okay?
This was not a formal policy announcement, but the fact that Trump floated it publicly and directly mentioned Vladimir Putin shows he's signaling a shift in tone. Trump said he could speak to Russia and warn them that if the war continues, Washington might supply Ukraine with Tomahawk missiles, weapons capable of striking targets over 1,500 kilometers away. That would allow Kyiv to hit deep inside Russian territory, something the US has so far avoided to prevent escalation.
Are you saying that you will speak to Putin first about Tomahawks?
I might talk to him. I might say, look, if this war's not going to get settled, I'm going to send him Tomahawks. I may say that. The Tomahawk is an incredible weapon, very offensive weapon. And honestly, Russia does not need that. They don't need that. Yeah, I might tell them that if the war is not settled, that we may very well do it. We may not, but we may do it. I think it's appropriate to bring up. Yeah, I want to see the war settled. Thank you very much.
The Tomahawk is one of the US military's most powerful cruise missiles. It can fly long distances at low altitude, carrying a 450-kilogram warhead. Originally designed for US Navy ships and submarines, Tomahawks can strike precise targets with GPS accuracy. If supplied to Ukraine, they could reach command centers, airfields, and energy sites deep inside Russia, something even ATACMS missiles can't do. That's why Trump's comment is being seen as a warning, more than a promise, pressure on Moscow to negotiate. Hours later, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed he spoke twice with Trump over the weekend, calling the talks very productive.
I just spoke with U.S. President Donald Trump for the second time in recent days. We are working closely with the United States to strengthen ourselves, our air defense, all our defensive capabilities, primarily Patriots, other systems, as well as our active operations and long-range capabilities. We see and hear that Russia fears the possibility of the United States providing us with Tomahawks. It is a signal that this kind of pressure can be effective in achieving peace.
If the US sends Tomahawks, it would mark a major escalation in Western support for Kyiv. For Russia, it's a red line. President Vladimir Putin has made it clear the supply of Tomahawks would destroy what's left of Russia-US relations, blurring the line between defending Ukraine and directly threatening Russian territory. But Trump is using the threat of escalation as leverage. His message to Putin is simple. The longer you delay peace talks, the higher the cost will be. This comes as Russia launches yet another wave of missile and drone attacks on Ukraine's power grid, a familiar strategy as winter approaches, aimed at weakening Kyiv's defenses and morale. The Kremlin reacted quickly. Spokesperson Dmitry Peskov said the topic of Tomahawks is of extreme concern, calling the situation very dramatic as tensions rise. Even Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko weighed in, saying he doubts the US will actually provide Ukraine with such weapons. Still, Russian officials made clear any delivery of Tomahawks would be viewed as a direct provocation. In recent weeks, Trump has taken a noticeably tougher stance toward Moscow. He once urged Ukraine to compromise, but now says Kyiv could win back all its lost territory. At the same time, he insists he wants the war settled quickly, suggesting he believes pressure through strength may force Putin's hand.
I really think that President Putin would look great if he got this settled. And I think he's going to settle it, but we're going to see.
Analysts say Trump is testing Moscow's resolve, using the threat of Tomahawks as a diplomatic tool rather than a military plan. For now, Ukraine is waiting to see if Washington will move from talk to action. A senior Ukrainian delegation is set to visit the U.S. this week to discuss additional air defense systems and long-range strike options. Officials say Tomahawks will be a key point of discussion, though no final decision has been made.
Welcome to Money Control, your ultimate destination in the ever-evolving world of finance, business, markets, policy, and technology. India's preeminent news platform, driven by facts and fueled by data. A platform made in India, and for the world. Moneycontrol.com has a staggering reach of 100 million plus monthly active users and 6.02 million daily active users. Being a transformative digital force, reshaping how we engage with money, markets, and news. Setting us apart is our commitment to delivering accurate information and empowering financial decision-making in a dynamic ecosystem. Seeking a deeper dive into the financial realm, we present Money Control Pro, a powerhouse of exclusive insights, providing actionable investment ideas and expert analysis. Because in today's fast-paced world, informed decisions demand both information and expertise. And we have 1 million plus Money Control Pro total paid subscribers and 100% return in 1.5 years, beating the market. Explore market trends, access expert opinions, and utilize essential financial tools all at your fingertips. Join the millions who trust moneycontrol.com for their financial journey, where facts meet finance and data drives decisions. Think markets, think Money Control.